what on earth? I have to look into this. It's a new month, so it's time to check on what those trending keywords are on Etsy and what we can learn from it. We're coming over the hump towards the end of the year. I know it's time to be starting thinking about the busy season. So this is very much the time to dig into keywords, maybe get some ideas for new product lines or just see what's trending. So if this is your first time here, I'm using my eRank Expert account and I dig into the top monthly trends in the US because that's where the most shoppers are. Going to dig into that and then we'll deep dive a keyword and see if we can learn anything more about that. So let's get straight in. This is in eRank under trends, monthly trends, and we can see the top keywords. So let's get going with in first place, we have gift trending. Just a single word trend is unusual, but yeah, gifts are popular on Etsy, and it seems like potentially Etsy's pushing gifts this month. Second place is shirts. So all of you print on demand people should be happy with that. And again, third, wall art. Wall art has been trending high on Etsy for a long time, as has stickers. Fifth place, I think this kind of almost covers all of the above. Halloween. Can you have Halloween stickers? You can. Can you have Halloween wall art? You can. Can you have Halloween shirt? And even Halloween gift has been trending. But yeah, it's starting picking up. What was July last year? 78,000. Oh, no, that just skipped August. July. 55,000. So this year is ahead already with July. This year's ahead already with Halloween searches. That is interesting. Is it going to be a busy Halloween time? Is Christmas going to start? Is the holiday shopping going to start earlier this year? I hope so. We've had a couple of bad years, so fingers crossed. At number 6, we have t-shirt riding high as well, with shirt and t-shirt looking good. Wedding gift is a hot one just now, and that is a big spike. Now, this could be an Etsy promo on the front page or something, but the fact that it was a trending keyword last month and it's also hot just now is good for, I mean, what could be a wedding gift? Just about everything. A personalized wedding gift? Absolutely. They are. Yep, definitely. K-pop Demon Hunters, I believe that's a film, so we can't touch that, but it's interesting to know the style of things that's popular. Labubu's still there, goodness me. Gift for host, now that is a search term out of nowhere. Guessing it's an Etsy thing, Etsy's pushing it, but what can be a gift for a host? Well, just about anything, can it? I assume that's if you're invited round to a party, a gift for the person. I'm in Scotland. We take booze round, but other people might be nicer. So yeah, can your item be a gift for a host? One-off spikes like this, I don't expect them to last unless they do really well, and then Etsy keeps that up on the front page. So I wouldn't go changing your entire shop strategy, but if you have something that would make a really nice gift for a host, hey, throw it in a tag, see what happens. Earrings, always popular on Etsy as a jewelry. They have the flame saying they're hot the last week as well. Hey, vintage sellers. I think vintage was trending last month, wasn't it? And now we have vintage gift. Looks like Etsy is starting to really push gift searches, which makes sense. The holidays coming up. And everything is looking like it's higher searches than it was last year. That's good. Number 15. This is a bit of a less common one, but again, phone case. Now that's a good one if people are spending a little more, which I don't know, they might be. They're certainly searching a little more. So if they're spending a little more, they might be getting to that point where they're treating themselves to a new phone or even to brighten up their phone with a phone case. But yeah, when you get a new phone, you need the phone case. So interesting. 16 is home decor. 17, another jewellery item with rings and another hot jewellery item. Number 18 is t-shirt. 19 is necklace. 20 is crochet. And keychain has just dropped off. So that's already interesting. But now, what I think is the best thing out of these top 20 to check up on is Halloween, because that's a holiday that's coming up in future. So we've got time to prepare for that. We know it's trending just now, but the peak for Halloween is usually about September. So we've got a bit of time to get in front of this. So let's see what there is. Obviously, oh, here we go. Yeah, it's trending in search and highly converting. This is a new badge from eRank based on real buyer behavior. It's showing that when people are searching for this, they're not just clicking, they are actually buying these things they're seeing in Halloween. So that is already interesting. First thing I want to do is have a look at these top listings. That'll be an interesting one. Okay, yeah, so like ranking first is banners, decoration, personalized things. Yeah, so people having a Halloween party, SVGs, SVGs. Okay, so yeah, this is the kind of trend you can get to start with. People are coming in and buying the stuff. It's the same with Christmas. Right now is the time when people buy the stuff to make the things for the holiday. So if you've got any kind of supplies that can be used for Halloween or for Christmas or for Thanksgiving or any of the holidays that are coming up, get them. They should already be listed. Get them listed, because the people who make the stuff for these events, if they make cards, if they make banners, if they make invites, they need to get them created and listed before people are searching for them. So that's already good to know just from looking at what's ranking top just now. Etsy thinks that kind of thing is going to be popular. I completely agree. Now, okay, right. So it's all well and good seeing these massive competition things, but we're not going to rank for that. Halloween shirts, still massive competition, but didn't we just see that shirts were trending? Putting the two things together, well, we saw, yeah, shirts, decor shirts. So these are top searches that also combine together. So are people interested in Halloween and decor? Absolutely. But I want to find the gold. So we want to go in, find competition of less than, I'm going to go less than 50,000. That's usually, you don't have to go super, super low competition, because not all the not all the listings that are showing up in search for, say, Halloween mask, they're not necessarily all optimized. They're not necessarily all great. So you absolutely could do well if you make a really good item and optimize it well for these things. So if you're a mask maker, and I assume we're not necessarily talking about 2020 masks, we're talking about like carnival masquerade masks. So that is cool and interesting. And I didn't even realize last year in October that trended quite well, doesn't have a massive competition. So if that's something you make, if you make masks, firstly, wow, cool. But if you can make anything like that, that's a bit of fun. Absolutely. And here, these two very similar, Halloween wreath and Halloween garland. So yes, the Halloween decor type stuff. But the interesting thing is searches aren't much different from each other, fairly similar and both picking off. But Halloween garland is much lower competition. So there's less people on Etsy making Halloween garlands. Could you? Halloween blanket. Hey guys, you print on demand people. um, that is something that's spiking. Last year it did kind of good, getting some good searches, but this year it's already doing well. Pretty low competition. I like the sound of that. And Halloween basket. In fact, yeah, why didn't I do this? Let's look at what's really kicking off. So if I hit the search trend there, I'm seeing the low competition and stuff that's kicking off. So, hey, We just mentioned phone cases. People are looking for creepy Halloween phone cases. Do you know? Sometimes I love people. That sounds so much fun. Halloween sun catcher. What an interesting one. Now, this is a spike out of nowhere. Eatsy's not put it on the front page. If you make sun catchers, again, don't spend a lot of money doing this, but potentially, how can you throw them in with other things? Full pumpkin cats. They could be popular, but yet last month people started looking for Halloween sun catchers. That is interesting. Yeah, this spikes. Well, yeah, it didn't actually spike quite so significantly last year, but people are always looking for black cats. Halloween cat shirt and Halloween black cat shirt. That competition is pretty tasty. 3,000 people searched for it last month. So, could you sell the shirt? Could you also sell the SVG for people wanting to make the shirt, to make the cards and everything else? So, guys, get your black cats, get your Halloween black cats out there. They could go on a phone case, they could go on a sun catcher, they can go on the shirt. Oh, here's a fun one. Dollhouse Miniatures Halloween decor. And what just dropped like a couple of weeks ago? The latest season of Wednesday. Do people want to do up a doll's house to look like the Addams family? I think they might. Yeah. Of course Halloween is going to be big. I'm an absolute dummy. Wednesday just dropped. Dark and Spooky is going to be back. Get stuff made. Like just now, Halloween is going to be big. Yeah, all things Gothic were trending when the first season of Wednesday dropped, and I haven't watched the second season yet, but they say it's darker than ever, so lean into that without infringing on anyone's IP, copyright, all the rest of it. Halloween goose shirt. What on earth? I have to look into this. I don't know what is this a silly goose? What is the goose thing? Yeah, come on. E-rank shirt. Yeah, definitely spiking out of nowhere. There's very little that still 1,600 shop listings in the US have Halloween goose shirts. But what on earth? Come on, show me. Yeah, Halloween goose shirt. What? Uh-huh. Goose shirt. Yeah, Halloween goose. I don't know what's happening with goose, but Halloween goose is a thing. Silly Goose, yeah, that makes sense. Ghost goose. Wow. Ducks, birds. Okay. So are geese a thing? Let's have a look and see. Are geese a thing? Is goose a thing? That guys, you're joining me on going down a rabbit hole. I'm known to go down a rabbit hole. Okay. Goose may well be a growing trend. Who would have thunk it? That that is super interesting. So yeah, from just about no searches, goose is doing well. Christmas goose, could that be a thing? Let's look at the keywords. Goose, silly goose, goose shirt, goose PNG, goose pumps, yeah. Halloween goose, there it is. Serious goose, Canada goose, goose. What? Christmas goose. What did I just say? Could that be a thing? That is going to be a thing. Spooky goose. My goodness, everybody. Why? Right. I'm going to. I've never done this in one of these. Why are geese trending? AI, tell us. Why is geese trending? Decorative concrete geese are trending. A nostalgic, whimsical lawn ornament dressed in various outfits. Okay. Perch geese are making a comeback. You you heard it here first. But that's weird because that's a Reddit post from 5 years ago. Perch geese are back. The retro trend we can't get enough of. Yep, go away. Okay, there we go. I have just learnt something. Cement goose, mama goose. Can goose fit in? Yeah, gooses. There's giggles of geeses everywhere. I know it's goose, guys. Yeah, that is so interesting. Let's see what's kicking off. So if you click, if I didn't explain that, if you click the search trend column, it shows you the highest search trends. Let's do just the goose ones. So I want an exact match for goose. Have I clicked it? Now I'm going, did I click the right button? Yes. So now I can see everything with geese and in order. So yeah, goose, silly goose, Halloween goose shirt. Guys, make one of those because this is crazy. 3,000 people searched for that last month, and there's only 270 listings. So I think if you do print on demand, or if you can do a goose shirt quickly but in a really cool thing, get that done. I am so tempted to make a Halloween goose needle felt, but I don't really have time for that. One silly goose decor, silly goose. Yep, they're cool. So silly goose, Halloween goose. It's got to be worth. It's got to be worth trying some geesey things. I think that is definitely a fun, cool find. So yeah, hopefully hopefully it's helped you see me go down the rabbit hole of how I do keyword research. It's not always going to find you things that are relevant, but it can find you things that you hadn't necessarily thought of. I had definitely not thought of any of that, and yeah, Halloween goose. I'm a happy bunny. That sounds so much fun. Let me know if you've got any geese things and if they're starting to sell. And yeah, and I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't expect to find that. Loved it. Okay, anyway, see you next time.